We have the centered clay. The first step is reasonably different from a bowl or a mug or a cylinder. We're going to flatten the clay as much as possible and using a karate chop. So using this part of the hand, we're going to go straight down and push down using the thumb as leverage at a good speed. So I'm getting to the depth that's going to be workable. Now what happens is a bit of a mushroom shape where underneath starts to hang over. So I'm going to now bring my karate chop down and just push that down to the wheelhead or the bat. So I'm bringing my hand closer to me just to push that clay down. Okay, so we have just a big pancake. And that's the first step of widening the clay because we're not centering. Now I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to go into the center to my depth and then slowly pull the clay out, and that's how I'm opening it up. I'm going to do that in a 6 o'clock line where I'm supporting my hands. Good speed initially because I'm right in the center of the clay. I'm pushing to the depth I want, which is about half the depth of this piece of clay. I'm at that depth, so now I'll start to pull the clay towards me, and the wheel, I'll have it slowly slow down. But it still has to go at a reasonable clip as I'm widening this out. Now I'm coming out and I'm gonna, in this size clay, leave about half an inch where I stop. So I've got about a half an inch here, which is eventually going to be raised up and laid out as the rim of the plate. But first I want to focus now on smoothing this inside. And that's similar to what I would do on a bowl or even a cylinder. I'm going to start at 3 o'clock and I'm going to push the clay towards the center and then back out, and if need be I'll use a rib. So I'm supporting the hand, I'm using the sponge, I'm slowly walking that clay right across from 3 o'clock to the center, all the way through. And then I'm going to come back out. Now I can see there's still a little bit of a recess right in the middle. So I'm going to use a wooden rib to smooth that out. At this point I like the rib that's this shape. It's 90-degree angle here, but I'm going to use this surface. And I'm going to start at 3 o'clock and slowly lay the clay down. But what I'm also doing is I'm going to hold the tool at an angle to me. So I'm making contact at 3 o'clock, holding it at an angle, and then I'll slowly lay the wooden rib down, and then I'm going to go straight through the center. And that picks up some clay, but it also pushes some clay to the center. There's just a little more to push, so I'll do it one more time. Good. And at that point, the inside is done. We're not going to have to do any more work to that. Now I have to focus on compressing this clay in, and then I'm going to raise it up. So I'm going to take my sponge, and at 5 o'clock I'm going to push it in a little bit and then bring it up almost in the claw technique that I do on the bowls. So my outside, I'm pushing that clay in. Now I've got a bit of a wall and I can kind of pull that up. If it's a bigger plate, it's a little easier at this stage to do a claw where I actually squeeze the clay up. Set the rim, and now I'll do a normal pull to get a little more height. And again, consciously leaving a little bit of an extra bit of clay at the rim. Set the rim again. I'm happy with this height, so the last stage now is I'm going to lay the rim out for whatever angle I want. So similar to even rolling just a lip, I'm going to have my finger underneath, my index finger is driving as I slowly lay the clay down. Wheel's not spinning too quickly right now. And at this point it becomes an aesthetic. How low do we want the rim to be? In this example I want it lower, so I'm actually going to use my rib, and I'm going to use the flat part here to really push the clay down pretty low. My outside hand, which in this case I'm using as my left hand, is there to support the clay. Be aware on a plate, when it dries, the rims tend to rise slightly. So if you go a little bit further than you otherwise would. The last step on a plate is simply to undercut it with a wire, even though we're going to leave it on the bat. So a slow spin, push the wire to the wheel head. This releases pressure that prevents cracking during the drying process.